Yeah, my screen is visible to all. Just drop the message on the chat box if the screen is visible to all. Okay. Okay. So let's start with the. For previous lectures, we already covered the unit number 1, some of the application advantages and disadvantages of Python programming language. So today we are also going to see the another units, that is second unit, Introduction to Python Programming Constructs. So that unit is totally based upon your how to build your programs with the help of Python language. So syllabus of this data types and variables, we are going to see different types of data, then variables, same as like your C++ and Java. Just in Java, in C++ and Java, different data types are going to support. For example, integer, character, float, double, booleans, then long, short. These are the data types. Same data types are there for the Python programming language. And then variables. So what is variable? Variable is nothing but the we are storing the values in some specified locations. That location is we are giving the name of that location. So that is nothing but the variable. So variable is also different types of variables are there in C++, Java, local, globals, and external variables. Some of the variables like static variables, that's variables is going to support for your C programming language. Same variables are there for the Python programming language. And another point in the second unit is collection data types. So collection is nothing but the combined different data types which are going to support for the Python programming language. Then control structures. In control structure, we are going to see the loops, that if else, then else if, nested if else. That loops we are going to see in a control structure, that is while loops, do while loops. Okay. Next, loops and functions. Loops मध्ये for loops, while loops, do while loops, functions. Okay, user defined function and system defined functions. That functions we are going to see in the second units. Then lambda generators, exception handling, string handlings, scope of variables, modules and packages, command line arguments, built in functions, constants, constant types and exceptions. So this is the syllabus of your second units. So next is about title of the chapter. So our title of our chapter is that Introduction to Python Programming Construct. As the name itself says that we are going to introducing our, or we are going to build the programs based on the Python language. So introduction is nothing but the act of introducing something. So here's the act of introducing the Python language. To is nothing but the approach of reaching at a particular destinations. Then Python, as I already told, Python is nothing but the high level programming language. That language is easy to read and simple to understand. So that is nothing but the Python. Next, programming. So programming is nothing but the flow of execution of your programs, or process of writing your computer program is nothing but the programmings. And next, constructs. So constructs is nothing but the build or to mix. So combine all the terms in one sentence, that is introduction to Python programming constructs. It means that we are defining the, or we are building the program with the help of Python programming language. So that is the about title of the chapters. So next, about central idea of the chapters. Throughout these units, we are going to learn some of the basic concept of data types, variables, collection data types, control structures, loops and functions, lambda generators, exceptional handling, then string handling, scope of the variables, modules and packages, command line arguments, built-in functions, constant, constant types and exceptions that we are going to see in our second units. Then importance of the chapters. In these units, we are going to or we are mainly focused on the exception handlings, modules, and how to build the packages in in Python programming language, and how to execute the programs with the help of command line arguments. That is the important concepts or important points we are going to see in the second units. The next importance we are going to given for we are going to also focus on the functions, then lambda generators, loops, functions and string handlings. Okay, so that is the importance points are there in the your second units. The what is the objectives and outcomes of these. So objectives is to acquire programming skill in core Pythons. Once you learn this language, you need to acquire the programming skills with the help of this language. Then to acquire object-oriented skills in Pythons. Whatever the object-oriented programming concepts are there, that is C++ programming concepts are there. That concept is how to implement in this language we are going to see. Next, to develop the skill of designing the graphical user interface in Pythons. So we are designing the GUI application with the help of this language. The next fourth objective is to develop the ability to write database application in Pythons. So we are writing the database applications, we are creating the applications with the help of Python programming language. आता डेटाबेस ऍप्लिकेशन साठी तुम्हाला SQL डेटाबेस आहे. ओके, so that SQL database is used to create the data in the Pythons. We are the Python is ability to write the database applications in Python programming language. That is the objectives and outcomes of these second units. So now let's concentrate on our first points in our second units. Data types and variables. So this is our okay. I will allow some of the students in the groups. Okay, so data types and variables, that is first point in our second units. So what is data types? So as we know, there are different types of data which is supported for C++ and Java. The types are integer, character, float, complex, boolean, short, double, long. These are the data types which are supported for the C++ and Java programming language. Same data types is supported for the Python programming language. Let's see the definition of it. Every value in Python has a data types. So in Python programming language, whenever you are creating the variables, or whenever you are giving the values to that variables, every variable has a data types. Since everything is an object in Python programming, so in this, everything is depend on your Python programming language. For example, object, as already told that we are using object oriented programming language to acquire the skills which to implement in the Python programming language. So object oriented programming is fully supported on the objects, so that everything is an object in Python programmings. Data types are actually classes and variables are instance of these classes. Okay, whatever the data types and objects we are declaring in the Python programming language, that data types and classes are the instance of that class. Instance is nothing but the object of that class. So that is the data types. So which are the data types are this in Python? There are different types of data which are supported for the Python. The first is Python number, second Python list, third Python string, fourth Python set, fourth Python dictionary, and last conversion between data टाइप्स. जर तुम्हाला कन्वर्जन बिटवीन डेटा टाइप्स इट मीन्स जर तुम्हाला इंटिजरचं फ्लोट मध्ये करायचं कन्वर्ट करायचं असेल तर तुम्हाला एक फंक्शन आहे ॲटो in C, C++, in Java, that we are going to convert integer to float, float to integer, or float to double, or double to short, like that. Okay, conversion between the different data types that we are going to see in these data types. Now let's start from first, that is Python numbers. Okay, Python numbers are integers comma floating point numbers and complex numbers falls under Python numbers. तर इंटिजर डेटा टाइप्स आहे, फ्लोटिंग पॉइंट नंबर्स असेल किंवा कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स असतील तर ते कशामध्ये include केलेत Python numbers मध्ये. They are defined as integer, float, complex classes in Pythons. So these are in C, C++, in Java, these are the data types, but in Python these are the classes in Pythons. So we can use the type function. We can use the type function to know which class, variable, or value belongs to. Whenever you are using the type functions for declaring the data types, that type function is belongs to that values. So similarly, the is instance function. So another function is there, is instance function is used to check if an object belongs to a particular class. So that is instance functions which is used to belongs to that particular class. So let's see the example for integer, float, and complex class in Python is, suppose a, here I have declared the values of the variable, that is a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5. Now print the value of a. Told that type is a functions to know which class a variable or value belongs to. Similarly, now here we have to print this value, that is a is equal to 5. Now how to print in Python? Print a is nothing but the variable, is of type, type is nothing but the function, and in type you need to pass the variables, that is type in bracket a, type in bracket of a. I will execute the same thing. I will execute that statement as well whenever I'm explaining. Okay, so a is equal to 5. A is equal to 5. Enter. Now print this statement, that is print a comma in double quote is of type, double quote complete comma, and now use the function called as type and pass the value, pass the value, that is parameter A, and complete the brackets and now enter. So A is a type of in A is a type of class or integer. म्हणजे काय A ही जी व्हॅल्यू आहे, A जी व्हॅल्यू आहे ती ॲज अ इंटीजर म्हणून आहे. The data type of this number is an integer. So next is A is equal to 2.5 or 2.0 and print A comma is of type of A. आता हे पहिली जी स्टेटमेंट आहे ती काय आहे? It belongs to your integer data types. Second statement is belongs to your floating point data type. So I will execute same. A is equal to 2.0, then print the statement print A comma in double quote is of type double quote complete comma type of A, and now enter. Now 2.0 is type of class as a float. जे तुम्ही व्हॅल्यू स्टोर केले इथे A is equal to 2.5 2.0 is of floating point data type. Now third is an complex numbers. So complex number is nothing but 1 plus 2j, 1 plus 3j, 1 plus 4j, 1 plus 5j. Like this is our complex numbers. Now in Python programming language, we first need to store the value. So value is equal to 1 plus 2j. Now print that statement, print A comma in double quote is of type double quote complete comma then type of A, and then print. So 1 plus 2j is type of complex numbers. Okay, first we need to store that values and then we have to print it. Okay, so this is not, this is for the Python numbers. So Python numbers like integer, floating point and complex numbers falls under Python numbers. They are defined as integer, that is int, comma float and complex classes in Pythons. So we can use the type function to know which class a variable or value belongs to. Similarly, the isInstance function is used to check if an object belonging to a particular class. Is there any doubt here? Python data types of the Python. The first is Python number. Now second is Python list. The output I have already executed this output. 5 is a type of integer, 2.0 is a type of float, then 1.2j is a complex number is true. Okay, integer can be of any length. It is only limited by the memory available. So integer can be of any length. It is only limited by the memory अवेलेबल. तर तुम्ही इंटिजरची कितीही लेंथ देऊ शकता, 1000 असू किंवा कितीही तुम्ही व्हेरिएबल्स त्याच्यामध्ये स्टोअर करू शकता. द इट इज ओनली लिमिटेड बाय द मेमरी अवेलेबल. जेवढी तुमची मेमरी आहे मशीनची तेवढे तुम्ही काय करू शकता, व्हेरिएबल्स डिक्लेअर करू शकता. नाउ सेकंड टाइप ऑफ डेटा इज पायथॉन लिस्ट. So list is an order sequence of atoms. It is one of the most used data types in Python and is very flexible. So list, how we are going to store, we are storing the list. We are first creating the variable, okay, and then we are storing the n number of values within that variable. So that is nothing but the list. And list is an order sequence of atoms. It is one of the most used data types in Python and is very flexible. All the atoms in a list do not need to be of same types. Okay, whatever the items we are declaring in the list, it doesn't need to be the same data types. Declaring a list is pretty straightforward. Items separated by commas are enclosed within the brackets. Okay, whatever the atoms you are declaring in that list we need to specify within that brackets only. Examples are given here. How to declare the list? Variable name, that is a, for example, a is a variables. I will show how to declare. A is equal to, in curly bracket you need to specify your list, or the list may be the integer, floating point numbers, or you can specify the string as well, that is Python. And now enter it. So this is nothing but our list can be the integer, it can be the float, or it can be the strings, and it is always declared in brackets. So that is the list. We can use the slicing operators in Python. This bracket is called as, this curly bracket is called as slicing operators to extract an atoms or a range of atoms from a list. Okay, whatever the list we are declaring, we need to extract the list of atoms or a range of atoms from that list. The index starts from 0 in Pythons. आता लिस्ट मध्ये जसं तुम्ही अरे इज नथिंग बट द कलेक्शन्स ऑफ सिमिलर डेटा टाइप्स ऑफ ॲटम्स. त्या अरे मध्ये तुम्ही काय करताय, कितीही नंबर्स डिक्लेअर करू शकता अरे मध्ये. इट इज नथिंग बट द collection of similar data types of an element. If you want to access the particular elements within that array, the array index always starts from 0, same as in list. The index, if you want to access the atoms within that list, the list index always starts from 0 in Python, same as like your array. Now here I have declared n number of items in my list. A is equal to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. So this is nothing but the list of or sequence of atoms are there. If I want to access a particular atoms within that list, so always remember that list index always start from 0 in Python, same as like your Java. Okay, wait for 2 minutes. I will allow for some of the students. Okay. So got it? A is equal to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. So list is always represented within the slicing operators or within that brackets. And A is nothing but the variable names. Is equal to number of items we are storing within that list. Okay, now I want to access the items within that list. So I will execute same as, suppose my list is A is equal to, in bracket, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 and 40. Okay, now I want to access the element that is 15. Okay, so before that you need to give hash. Okay, hash a of 2 is equal to 15. Okay, a of 2 is equal to 15, and now print that element. Print double code a of 2 is equal to double code complete comma a of 2. Okay, and then complete the curly bracket. So a is equal to 15. A is equal to 15. So see, so 5 एलिमेंट हा कुठे स्टोर होणार आहे तुमचा 0th पोझिशनला, 10 एलिमेंट 1 आणि 15 एलिमेंट सेकंड पोझिशनला, 20 एलिमेंट थर्ड, 25 फोर्थ, 30 फिफ्थ पोझिशनला, 35 6 आणि 40 7 पोझिशनला आहे. तर आता मला 15 हा एलिमेंट काय करायचा, ऍक्सेस करायचा. तर मी काय करणार आहे, इंडेक्स नंबर देणार आहे इथे, हॅश ए ऑफ 2. हॅश ए ऑफ 2 इज इक्वल टू 15. आता मला तो इंडेक्स नंबर काय करायचा आहे, प्रिंट करायचा आहे. प्रिंट ए ऑफ 2 इज इक्वल टू डबल कोड कंप्लीट कॉमा ए ऑफ 2. आता मला काय करायचं आहे, अनदर इज आय वॉन्ट टू ॲक्सेस द n number of atoms within that list. Okay, so 0 and 3. आता इथे मी एक इलिमेंट ॲक्सेस केलेला आहे. आता तुम्हाला एकापेक्षा जास्त एलिमेंट्स त्या लिस्ट मधले ऍक्सेस करायचे असतील तर कसं करणार आहे तुम्ही, आय विल शो हॅश ए ऑफ 0 and 3 is equal to 5, 10, 15, 15. Complete the brackets and now print double code a of 0, 3. Complete the bracket is equal to double quote complete comma a of 0 and 3. Complete the brackets and complete the simple brackets and then enter. Okay, so 0 and 3. Why 0 and 3 here given index numbers always start from 0 and we are accessing 3 elements within that list, that is 5, 10 and 15. Okay, 5, 10 and 15. So that is the another way to access the many elements within that list. So that is the list. So list is an order sequence of atoms. It is one of the most used data types in Python and is very flexible. All the atoms in a list do not need to be of same types. Okay, it may be the different, it may the floating point, it may be the double, it may be the short. Okay, so declaring a list is pretty straightforward. Atoms separated by commas are enclosed within that brackets. Okay, understood what is list, everybody? Understood second type of data? Okay, now first is a
Yes,
number,
ma'am.
second is an list. Now third type of is tuple. Third data type is an tuples. So tuple is an order sequence of atoms same as a list. Okay, tuple is an order sequence of atoms same as a list. The only difference is that tuples are immutable. Tuples are immutable. It means that tuples once created cannot be modified. लिस्ट मध्ये तुम्ही काय करू शकता, कितीही ऍटम्स ऍड करू शकता, पण टपल्स मध्ये एकदा की तुम्ही टपल्स क्रिएट केला की ते टपल्स मॉडिफाय करता येत नाही. दॅट इज द डिफरन्स बिटवीन लिस्ट अँड टपल्स. So tuples are used to write, protect data and are usually faster than list as they cannot change dynamically. Okay, tuples तुम्ही कधी चेंज करू शकत नाही, पण लिस्ट काय करू शकता तुम्ही, डायनामिकली यू कॅन चेंज द लिस्ट sequence. It is defined within the parentheses where atoms are separated by commas. The tuples कसे डिफाइन करतात, पॅरेंथेसिस, सिंपल पॅरेंथेसिस मध्ये, आणि जी लिस्ट होती ती आपण ब्रॅकेट्स मध्ये डिफाइन करत होतो, where atoms are separated by commas. Okay, every atoms same as like with list, atoms are separated by the commas. So here t is nothing but the tuples. See the example is given, t is equal to 5, 5 is nothing but the your numbers, and program is nothing but your string, program is nothing but your strings, and 1 plus 3j is nothing but your complex numbers. So this is our tuples. So we can use the slicing operators to extract the atom, but we cannot change its values. We are using the slicing operator, that is the brackets, to extract the atoms, but we cannot change its value. But we cannot change its value. So that is the t is nothing but the tuples is equal to 5 is the numbers, program is nothing but the strings, and 1 plus 3 of j is nothing but our complex numbers. Now t of 1, t of 1, we are accessing the singles atom within that tuples. So hash t of 1 is equal to programs. So I will show you the execution of this program. Tuple t is equal to, store the tuples within the brackets, that is simple brackets are this, 5 comma program, in single code you need to specify the string, program comma 1 plus t j, and then enter. Okay, now I want to access the first or second items within that tuples. The second item is nothing but the programs. So just give hash, hash is nothing but the identifier, hash t of 1, t of 1 is nothing but the index numbers. Okay, t of 1, t of 1 ला कुठलं व्हॅल्यू आहे, program. Okay, program, and then enter, print, print in double quote, t of 1 is equal to double quote complete comma, now access the element t of 1. Okay, and now complete it and enter. So t of 1 is equal to programs. म्हणजे फर्स्ट इंडेक्सला कुठला आयटम स्टोर झालाय, प्रोग्राम्स. नाउ आता सेकंड सेकंड इंडेक्सला कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स आहे. नाउ यू कॅन ऍक्सेस द कॉम्प्लेक्स नंबर्स. आता इथे त्यांनी काय केलंय, सगळे आयटम्स ऍक्सेस करत. इफ यू वॉन्ट टू ऍक्सेस द ऑल द आयटम्स विदिन दॅट tuples, then check that how to access all the items. Hash t of 0 and 3, 0 and 3, complete the brackets, is equal to, is equal to 5 is the number, then program, program is nothing but our string, then complex number 1 plus t of j. Okay, and enter. Now print, print the result, print t of 0 3 is equal to, complete the brackets and access the element t of 0 and 3. Now here enter. Okay, so all the elements are, has access here, that is t of 0 3 is equal to 5 programs 1 plus 3 j. Okay, got it? So that is nothing but the tuples. Tuples is an order sequence of atom, same as like your is. The only difference is that tuples are immutable. Once it is created, you cannot modify the tuples. Tuples are used to protect the data, and usually it is faster than the list as they cannot change the dynamically. So examples, I have executed these examples on my command prompt windows of pythons. Okay, so that is the tuples. The first data type is nothing but numbers. So number, it may be the integer, floating, and complex numbers. And second data type is the list, python list. Third is in tuples. Understood the difference between list and tuples, everybody? Understood difference between list and tuple? Is there any doubt? Is there any doubt? So shall I proceed further? Shall I proceed further?
Yes, ma'am.
Sudhakar Upner, are you there? Sudhakar, Sudhakar Upner. If you're not there, so then I will put as an absent for the lecture.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the difference between tuples and a list?
I'm sorry, ma'am. Due to network issue, I was left. Just recently I joined.
No, but your message is there on chat box at 3:49. So what is the difference between list and tuples? Pratik, I'm not asking to you. Don't give the answers. Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi, Vaishnavi. If you're not responding, I will directly put as an absent for the lecture. Okay, fine. So fourth data type is an string. Fourth data type is an string. String is a sequence of Unicode characters. So we can also call it as string is nothing but the collections of words or collections of characters. We can use single code or double code to represent string. Same as like a C, C++ and Java. Java, C++ आणि C मध्ये जर तुम्हाला string
Ma'am,
represent. Yes, yes.
ma'am, sorry for the interruption, but you're assigning the means. Can you open your program,
Okay. हाँ.
ma'am? Uh, by directly passing the index address in the tuple and list, we can easily access the element of
Yes.
tuple and list. Why you're giving the repeatedly like t of I is equal to like programs? Then again you means you are trying to print means directly just print t of phi, then it is easily means what you want, what our expected output that is display on our console means
No, no,
python
no,
command.
Fiza. No, no, no. We are not. We don't want expected output only. We are following the some steps for getting the outputs. That steps you need to do like that. डायरेक्टली वी कॅन
Okay,
प्रिंट ॲज वेल. डायरेक्टली आपण प्रिंट करू शकतो. नो प्रॉब्लेम. सी मध्ये सी प्लस प्लस मध्ये पण आपण टपल्स डायरेक्टली प्रिंट करतोयच आहे. पण काहीतरी त्याला प्रोसिजर आहे ना. डायरेक्टली आपण हॅलो हॅलो वर्ड म्हटलं की डायरेक्टली ते प्रिंट स्टेटमेंट मध्ये टाकलं की ते आउटपुट डिस्प्ले होणारच आहे. नो डाऊट. बट देर इज सम स्टेप्स. सो यू नीड टू
okay,
फॉलो दीज स्टेप्स. ओके.
okay. When means I'm in confusion why you are giving again same element which are already present in list and tuple.
No, no, but we should know na how to access that elements, single element, two or more elements within that list.
Ma'am,
Isn't it? I am
uh,
already declaring the list. Okay. But I need to access the elements within that list. So you should know by giving the index, we can access in the list in Python as well. समझते क्या फिजा?
what I want to say, like by passing only index of list or tuple, we can easily access the element.
Yeah, that is I have also done the same thing. We're only passing the index and we are accessing the elements. That's it.
Ma'am, hashtag t of one equal to program in single quote. Then
Yeah.
again you are
Printing.
yeah,
Again, I'm
okay,
printing that statement.
okay, ma'am, okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So Python string. String is a sequence of Unicode characters. We can use single code or double quotes to represent the strings. Multi-line string can be denoted using triple quotes. Okay, so code is given here, triple quotes. So here one string is there, yes is equal to, this is a string. So print of s, that's as it is string is display. I will show. So yes is equal to, this is string. Okay, now print of yes, the string will be accessed. This is a string. Now second, if you want to access the multi-line string, then you need to represent triple quotes for that string. So suppose yes is equal to, yes is nothing but our variables, and we are writing triple quote for that string. Okay, now A is multi-line string, and then print of s. Okay, a multi-line string. So that is nothing but our string we can access with the help of Python. Okay, so next data type is in Python set. So set is an unordered collections of unique items. Set is defined by values separated by comma inside the brace. Items in a set are not ordered. So set is nothing but the unordered collections of unique atoms. You can randomly give any numbers and you can access the elements within that set. So set is defined by the values separated by comma inside the braces. Atoms in a set are not order. ओके, जे पण तुम्ही सेट मध्ये ऍटम्स डिक्लेअर करणार आहे किंवा यूज करणार आहे त्याला कुठली पर्टिक्युलर ऑर्डर नसणार आहे. रॅन्डमली तुम्ही कसेही सेटमध्ये ऍटम्स काय करा, डिक्लेअर करा. सो ए इज इक्वल टू 5 2 3 1 and 4. So this is nothing but your set, and all the atoms within that set are randomly allocated to that variable. So a is equal to 5 2 3 1 and 4. So printing the set variables, now we have to print the set variables. Print a is equal to a. Okay, print a is equal to of a. Now I will execute the same. First I'm going to store a is equal to, and always remember that in Python set is represented in curly brackets. Okay, 5, then 2, then 3, then 1 and 4. Okay, now enter. Now print in double quote a is equal to a. Okay, and now execute. So a is equal to, आता हे atoms कसे आले तुमचे सिक्वेन्सने आले. a is equal to 1 2 3 4 and 5. पहिले आपण atoms कसे स्टोर केलेले randomly. Now here atoms are stored sequentially. So आता you need to identify the data types here for these atoms. So print type of a. Okay, print type of a. So class is an set. Class is an set. समजतंय का? Class is an set. So first, for in a set we have stored unordered collections of unique items. So set is defined by the values separated by commas inside the braces. So atom in a set are not orders. Set मधले atoms कशाचा randomly कसेही स्टोर केलेले असतात. And then once you are printing the variables, the atoms are sequentially stored. And if you want to access the, or if you want to identify the type of that atoms, you need to use print statement, print type of a. Okay, before that variables you need to use the type function to identify the data types of that items. So that is nothing but the set. So how many types we have learned till now? First data type is in Python number. Second data type is in Python list. Third is Python tuples, and fourth is in set. Fourth is in set, and fifth data type is in Python dictionary. Python dictionary. So dictionary is an unordered collections of key value pairs. Dictionary is an unordered. For example, तुमची आता ऑक्सफोर्ड एखाद्याकडे जर ऑक्सफोर्ड डिक्शनरी असेल तर त्याच्यामध्ये कसे तुम्ही सिक्वेन्सनी सगळे अल्फाबेट्स असतात and then the meanings are this. So dictionary is an unordered collections of key value pairs. It is generally used when you have huge amount of data. Dictionaries are optimized for retrieving the data. As we know, we are also using the dictionary for retrieving the data. So we must know the key to retrieve the values. So for example, when you want to identify the words in the dictionary, you are using the alphabets like A, B, C, D, like that. In these fashions, uh, words and meanings are stored in that dictionaries. So every dictionaries are optimized for retrieving the data. We must know the key to retrieve the values. In Python, dictionaries are defined within braces. Dictionaries are defined within braces, that is the brackets, with each atom being a pairs in a form key and values. Key and value can be of any type. Key and value can be of any types. Okay, so that is nothing but our dictionary. So इथे D is equal to, dictionaries are given, one is a key and second is nothing but the value. How to define the dictionary? First key and values. So one is a key and second is a value, and key, and then key is a 2. So I will execute this same programs. So D is nothing but the dictionary is equal to, in brackets, first is a key and then value. Okay, first is a key, then value. Complete it, comma. Second is a key and value, and complete the brace. Enter. Now type D. Okay, so type is, D stands for dictionary. So class is nothing but the dictionary. Okay, so we use a key to retrieve the respective values, but not other way round. Okay, so D is values and keys. Print D is print of D. D is nothing but the dictionary. Then print D of key. The key is nothing but the one. Okay, is equal to, double quote complete, comma, D of 1. Okay, then enter. So before, after that, I need to give the semicolon. D of 1 is equal to, double quote complete, comma, D of 1 followed by the semicolon. End of file, scanning string literal. Okay, I will, let me check. D is equal to 1 value. Please correct me if I'm somewhere wrong. Then we are storing the key as in 2. Key as in 2. Complete the bracket. Okay. Now print type of D. Okay. So D is nothing but the dictionary. Then print in double quote D of 1 is equal to, double quote complete, comma, D of 1. D of 1 and semicolon. So df1 is value. df1 is value. Now we need to specify the key. So print in double quote df key. df key. Key is in single quote. Okay. Complete is equal to double quote comma df key. Okay, and followed by semicolon and then print. So d of key is 2. d of key is 2. We can also write print. हे आपण टपल्सला असं करतो तो print d of 2. print d of 2 is equal to in double quote comma d of 2. Okay, so it will generate an errors. It will give an errors. So we need to always specify the values which is store previously. तर आपण अगोदर काय स्टोर केलेलं की आणि values. Okay, that's why it will give as an errors. So see the output. Same it is there. D of 1 is equal to value and D of key is equal to 2, and then trace back most recent call last file string line number 1 in module. Key error is 2. Okay, key error is 2. So that is nothing but our set, sorry, not set, dictionary. Okay, that is nothing but the dictionary. Set साठी use yes use करत होतो, dictionary साठी we need to use the d. Okay, everybody under समजते का सगळ्यांना? त्या डोक्याच्या वरनं चाललंय. अंडर समजते का सगळ्यांना? Okay, so that is the last type of data. The first is Python number, second Python items, sorry, Python list, third Python tuple, fourth Python set, and fifth is a Python dictionaries. And last, we can also convert between different data types by using different type conversion functions. And one last type is remaining. That type is an conversion between data types. So this type we are going to see for the next lectures. So before that I want to conduct your tomorrow is an Sunday, right? So here we are going to stop here. So but I have one request to all the students. I want to conduct your lectures because I think Monday to Thursday we have 2 hours lectures, but due to electricity problems I have not conducted that lectures. So I request to all, please give me tomorrow's time for 2 to 3 hours for conducting the next lectures. So I would need your opinion for that purpose. So if you guys will agree, then I will conduct today lecture at 1 to 3 p.m. 1 to 3 p.m. Everybody agree with me? Sorry, tomorrow there is coding competition. Pratik, you just unmute and speak. Pratik.
Yes, ma'am.
So what kind of coding competition it is there?
Code Vita.
Code Vita for all students.
From first year to last year can apply for this.
From first year to last year, students can apply for Code Vita. But at what time it is there? For whole day it is not possible. I also know that they are not going to conduct the whole day.
From inside a day,
To conduct
6-hour coding competition, madam, is there.
Okay. Is there any problem? So So should I conduct today's lecture, tomorrow lecture to us? Code Vita, just you just remind me, then I will drop message on the groups and then we will decide. Fiza Sheikh, Fiza, is there any
Yeah,
problem?
ma'am. No, ma'am. No, you can. You can.
Okay, so I will let you know the time. If it is possible, then I will conduct 9 to 11 or 9 to 12. Everybody, is there any problem? Because Sunday, I'm also agree with that, but our syllabus is a little bit uh, lagging. So I request to all, I need 2 hours, 3 hours for lectures. I will give the hands-on training for the programmings. Like some of the simple programs are this. We need to execute the all the programs for in 2 to 3 hours in practical timings. At that times, everybody should aware about that. Everybody must have their own laptops along with you with Python installation. With Python installations, then I'm going to give the problem statement for everybody, and you have to just practice that problem statement in your machine. Pratik Deshpande, your only students are saying that, ma'am, please don't take it on Sunday. Others are going. Others are agree. I only want 2 to 3 hours. So it will be the better because our language is new as well. So once I am conducting the lectures, uh, you will be hands-on training providing to you peoples. Why is there any problem? Except Pratik, what about other people? Just drop me the message on the chat box. How many students wants lectures, and those who don't want, just drop message. Just drop message. They don't want. Okay. Don't take. Don't want. Kajal Kharade. Okay. I know it is a holiday, but okay. Let it be. Those who want to join, they can join. Those who don't want to join, forget about it. Okay. They will miss their part. Yeah. Fiza is agree. If Fiza is agree, then I will consider that all the students will agree. Okay. So I'm going to conduct today lecture at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay. So we will stop here. So everybody just give your attendance. Just drop.
हॅलो मॅडम.
हाँ बोला. खपाले
मॅडम
बोला.
जर एकाने होय म्हणलं तर तुम्ही कन्सिडर करता म्हणल्यावर किती जण नाही म्हणतात तरी तुम्ही होय म्हणताय की.
लेट मी लेट मी मुकुंद खपाले. आपला सिलेबस थोडा लॅगिंग आहे. तर
मॅडम तुम्ही कॉम्पन्सेट करा लेक्चर
हा
दुसऱ्यांचं लेक्चर
कॉम्पन्सेट
कॉम्पन्सेट
करा.
करा.
पुढे जर कोण
ओके
नाही
मला
घेतलं
बाकी बाकी सब्जेक्ट खूप झाला आहे मॅडम, त्यांचं लेक्चर घेऊ शकता तुम्ही.
बाकीचे सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे कुठले? मला हे करा की असं म्हणू नका, सजेस्ट करा. बाकीचे सब्जेक्ट म्हणजे कोणाचं पुढे आहे?
ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीम.
कोण आहे ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टीमला?
तांबोळी सर.
तांबोळी सर.
ओके, मग मी त्यांचं लेक्चर ठीक आहे, चालेल. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लेम. इफ यू डोंट वॉन्ट देन वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू कंडक्ट इट. सो आय विल कॉम्पन्सेट फॉर other faculties lectures. Okay, now
म्हणजे
I agree.
मॅडम रविवारचाच दिवस असतो सुट्टीचा म्हणून.
Okay, I'm also agree with you. Okay, don't worry, I'm not going to take.
थँक्यू
Okay.
मॅडम.
Okay, so everybody just do one thing. Just write your roll numbers on the chat box. Your attendance are automatically going to be considered. And those who are marked as attendance, or those who are written attendance in the chat box, they can left from the meeting as well.
हे ऐक ना, पल्लवी प्रेझेंट झाली नाही का?